Have you ever experienced those frustrating moments when you think you finished using the restroom, but a few seconds later, a small urine dribble appears? It can feel embarrassing, uncomfortable, and sometimes even confusing. Many people silently deal with this problem, believing it's something they simply have to live with. But here's the truth. In most cases, urine dribbling is not permanent, and your body can be trained to regain control. Today, we're going to talk about 5 simple exercises that can help strengthen the muscles responsible for bladder control and help you stop urine dribble naturally. Most people don't realize that a small group of muscles deep inside the body quietly controls one of the most important functions of daily life: bladder control. These muscles, known as the pelvic floor muscles, act like a supportive hammock that holds the bladder and urinary tract in place. When they are strong and responsive, they help you control the flow of urine smoothly and completely. But when these muscles become weak, slow, or poorly coordinated, the result could be something many people experience but rarely talk about: urine dribble. Here's the surprising truth. In many cases, this issue isn't caused by the bladder itself. It's often a result of pelvic muscles losing their strength or responsiveness over time. Long hours of sitting, lack of physical activity, aging, or even everyday stress on the body can slowly weaken this hidden support system. When that support weakens, the bladder cannot empty as efficiently, leaving small amounts of urine behind that leak out moments later. Now imagine something powerful for a moment. What if strengthening these muscles could dramatically improve bladder control? What if just a few minutes of focused training each day could help your body regain the control it once had? The encouraging reality is that these muscles respond to training just like any other muscle group in the body. Pelvic floor activation exercises work by retraining the exact muscles responsible for controlling urine flow. The key is learning how to correctly tighten and relax them. One simple way to recognize these muscles is to imagine stopping the flow of urine midstream. The muscles that contract during that action are the ones responsible for bladder control. When you practice tightening those muscles for several seconds and then releasing them slowly, you begin strengthening the support system around the bladder. What makes this even more fascinating is how quickly the body can adapt. With consistent practice, these muscles become more responsive, more supportive, and better coordinated. Over time, the bladder gains improved stability. The urinary tract empties more effectively, and those frustrating moments of dribbling can begin to decrease. Another powerful benefit is that stronger pelvic muscles also improve circulation and nerve communication in the pelvic region. This improved connection between the brain and muscles allows the body to react faster when bladder control is needed. Instead of feeling uncertain or embarrassed about unexpected dribbling, the body gradually develops a stronger sense of control and confidence. One of the most powerful principles in improving bladder control is consistency. Many people try exercises for a few days and expect immediate results, but the body does not work that way. Just like strengthening the arms, legs, or core muscles, the pelvic floor muscles also require repeated training over time. These muscles respond to regular stimulation, gradual strengthening, and daily practice. When that routine is maintained, the body slowly rebuilds the strength and coordination needed to support healthy bladder function. A common misconception is that solving urine dribble requires complicated treatments or drastic lifestyle changes. In reality, small daily habits often produce the most meaningful improvements. Spending only a few minutes each day practicing pelvic floor exercises can begin to retrain the muscles responsible for controlling urination. The key factor is not intensity, but repetition. Each time the muscles contract and relax properly, they become slightly stronger and more responsive. Think about how the body develops strength in any other area. Athletes do not build endurance in a single workout, and muscles do not grow stronger after only a few attempts. Strength develops through consistent effort. The same principle applies to bladder control. When pelvic muscles are activated regularly, morning, afternoon, and evening, the nervous system begins to improve its communication with those muscles. Over time, this improved connection allows the body to react more quickly and effectively when controlling urine flow. Another important factor is patience. Pelvic muscles are small but highly specialized, and rebuilding their strength can take several weeks. During the first phase of training, the body is simply learning how to activate the correct muscles. As days turn into weeks, those muscles begin to gain endurance and stability. This gradual improvement allows the bladder to empty more efficiently and reduces the chances of residual urine that can lead to dribbling. Consistency also builds confidence. When individuals commit to a daily routine of strengthening exercises, they often begin to notice subtle improvements in control. Small progress, such as fewer leaks or a stronger sensation of bladder control, becomes powerful motivation to continue the routine. These small victories reinforce the idea that the body is capable of adapting and improving when given the right support. Many people focus only on the bladder when dealing with urine dribble, but the body functions as an interconnected system. The pelvic floor muscles do not work alone. They operate alongside the core, abdominal muscles, glutes, and lower back to stabilize the entire pelvic region. When this group of muscles works together efficiently, it creates a strong support structure that helps maintain proper bladder control. When one part of the system becomes weak or inactive, the overall stability of the pelvic area can be affected, increasing the chances of leakage or dribbling. The core muscles act like a natural support belt for the body. They stabilize the spine, control pressure within the abdomen, and assist the pelvic floor in managing bladder function. If the core becomes weak due to inactivity or prolonged sitting, the pelvic floor must work harder than it was designed to. Over time, this extra strain can reduce its ability to control urine flow effectively. Strengthening the entire core system helps redistribute that workload and restores balance to the body's support structure. Exercises that activate multiple muscle groups at once can be particularly effective. Movements such as bridges, squats, and controlled leg raises engage the abdominal muscles, glutes, hips, and pelvic floor simultaneously. When these muscles contract together, they create a stable base for the bladder and urinary tract. This stability helps the bladder empty more efficiently and reduces the likelihood that small amounts of urine remain trapped in the urethra. Another important benefit of these compound exercises is improved blood circulation in the pelvic region. Better circulation delivers oxygen and nutrients to the muscles responsible for bladder control, allowing them to recover faster and perform more effectively. Increased blood flow also supports nerve activity in the area, strengthening the communication between the brain and the muscles involved in urination. Bladder control is not only a physical process. It is also deeply connected to communication between the brain and the muscles responsible for urination. The body relies on a complex network of nerves that constantly send signals between the brain, bladder, and pelvic floor muscles. When this communication system functions smoothly, the brain knows exactly when the bladder is filling, when it is time to urinate, and how to coordinate the muscles that control the flow. When this coordination weakens, small disruptions can occur, leading to incomplete emptying or unwanted dribbling. One of the most effective ways to improve this coordination is through controlled breathing and mindful muscle activation. Breathing may seem unrelated to bladder control at first, but the diaphragm, abdominal muscles, and pelvic floor are all connected through pressure and movement within the core of the body. Each time a person takes a deep breath, the diaphragm moves downward, gently influencing the muscles of the abdomen and pelvic floor. Learning to control this movement allows the body to develop better muscle awareness and timing. When slow, deep breathing is combined with gentle pelvic muscle contractions, the nervous system begins to strengthen the connection between the brain and these muscles. As the lungs fill with air and the body relaxes, the pelvic muscles can soften and release tension. As the breath slowly leaves the body, the pelvic muscles can be gently engaged and tightened. Repeating this pattern helps the brain learn when and how to activate these muscles effectively. Over time, this type of training improves neuromuscular coordination. The muscles become more responsive to signals from the brain, allowing them to react quickly when bladder control is needed. Instead of feeling uncertain about whether the bladder has fully emptied, the body gradually becomes more aware of the sensations involved in urination. This awareness allows individuals to better control the start and stop of urine flow, and reduce the chances of leftover dribbling. Another important benefit is the calming effect controlled breathing has on the nervous system. Stress and tension can interfere with normal bladder signals, sometimes causing muscles to tighten or react unpredictably. Slow breathing helps regulate the body's stress response, creating a more balanced environment for healthy bladder function. As the nervous system becomes calmer and more stable, the communication between the brain and bladder becomes clearer and more reliable. In closing, remember that urine dribble is more common than most people think, and there's absolutely no shame in addressing it. Your body is incredibly adaptable, and with the right exercises and consistency, you can strengthen the muscles that control your bladder. Start small, stay consistent, and give your body the time it needs to improve. Sometimes the simplest daily habits, just a few minutes of focused exercise, can restore comfort, confidence, and control in your life.